That is so very important when you are networking.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above.
Hey, hola, ni hao. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. And if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button below. And if you are not, thank you for joining me again. And let's get right into the video. If you all are unaware on what today's video is going to be about, I will be discussing on how I got my work from home job with Lululemon and how you can get your own work from home job and the process with that. So I am not in any way a career expert. I am just giving my personal advice and speaking on personal experiences on how I got my own work from home job with Lululemon. And now that that's out, let's jump right into the tea. Start off, I applied for my Lululemon position back in July of this year, 2022, and they reached back to me with an interview pretty fast, which was good, but I didn't start my position until October. Getting into the interview part, it was a group interview through Zoom, so I wasn't really nervous about that because I've done plenty of group interviews. I've done plenty of Zoom interviews before, but this one was a little bit different in its own way. I logged into the interview. I was just so astounded on how many applicants there were on that Zoom and just how diverse it was, and that really stood out to me with Lululemon. They started off with the specifications of our job, and the position I applied for was GEC educator, which was so cute to me. They broke down the job specifications and they broke down the hourly wage. I would definitely say with any interview, make sure you have a handy dandy notebook and pen beside you, because you never know when you have to write down some notes. So I was writing down literally everything that they had on the PowerPoints. So an example, even like a planner. So I have my planner with me, but my planner, it has like, I can write notes in here, and also it has a calendar. So something like this would be really good to have beside you when you're interviewing in person or virtual. Also, like a little notebook like this, I wrote down some notes, things like that. And just have a little pen beside you. A pen can't hurt. Notebook and pen are very handy in interviews, no matter if it's virtual or in person. They went through the job specifications and the hourly wages. After that, we went into multiple breakout groups. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this. I'm confident. I'm ready to go. We get into our breakout groups, and I'm looking at all the different, applicants and seeing, just seeing who's my competition. So the team lead, she starts asking each one of us questions. They basically asked us like scenario questions. So tell me about a time when you had a challenge, you faced a challenge at work, and how did you overcome that? Or tell me about yourself, or tell me about a time, or tell me about your strengths and your weaknesses, things like that. So I was already prepared for those specific questions already, because I've already, done multiple interviews before this. So just be on the lookout for those three main questions. Tell me about yourself, strengths and weaknesses, and tell me about a time you had to overcome a challenge at work. So a second thing to note, and I cannot not express this any more than I'm doing now. Elevator speech, y'all. Like, your elevator speech, that is so very important when you are networking and when you are trying to get a job with an employer. So what is an elevator speech, you ask? Well, an elevator speech is a brief, roughly 30-second persuasive speech that explains what makes you unique to an employer and what sets you apart from the rest. So lastly, your appearance makes up approximately 99.9% of determining if you will get that job or not. How you look, how you dress, it shows how much respect you have for yourself, and employers see that. If you're on Zoom and your shirt is wrinkled and your hair is frizzy, and no, like, they're gonna notice that and they're gonna see, oh, you are not serious enough. Just, put your hair up in a nice little bun. Make sure your shirt is free of wrinkles. I know mine isn't perfect, but free of wrinkles. Have some nice pants. I know I got lucky having a Zoom interview, and some of you guys, may not be as lucky as me. But just look presentable. When you dress nice, you just feel better. So coming to the interview and nailing that first impression is a must. So in conclusion, coming prepared for that interview is a must. Having an elevator speech is very, very important when networking. And lastly, appearance. In the next part of this series, I will be diving deeper into the benefits of working from home. So be on the lookout for that. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Ciao.